Welcome back and a very good morning to all of you with another video, with another lecture. Uh, I think you all know about me. This is me, your English course instructor. Uh, my introduction is my name is Usman Ali and I instruct about the English and I teach English. So in today's video and today's lesson, we will be mainly focused on the integrated lesson that help student to explore narrative points of view and its impact on storytelling while reinforcing grammar and writing skills. So by the end of the lesson, students will be able to identifying the point of view in a short story. The second point is that by the end of the lesson, students will be able to analyze how perspective affects tone and interpretation. The third point that student will be able to apply grammar rules to descriptive writing. The fourth one is that student will be able to write a paragraph from in alternative points of view. And also the business material are the material which we will be used in this short story or in this planning. The first one with that it need to use as the printed copies of the lottery by Shirley Jackson. Also, whiteboard and marker are also necessary. Worksheets, points of view analysis, and highlighters and pins is also necessary. But in optional, you can use online grammar tool. Easily, you can online grammar tool for sentence structure or online grammar tools for the word structure or for the vocabulary or for the grammar or for the pronunciation, for the punctuation. So you can also use the grammar tool, online grammar tool. We look forward to the warm up and objective discussion. And the warm up, so you know that there are several type of questions. So here the question is that what if a short story was told by a different character, but would it change? So today we will explore how perspective influences and short storytelling. Objective discussion after the warm-up discussion. The objective discussion is that you will learn how to find a story points of view and how grammar and word choice shift based on who is telling the story. After the objective discussion, we have instruct and model. Instruct and model, there are several type of instruction. The first instruction that we have that you need to read the story and underline the pronouns. The pronouns like we have he, she, I, they. The second instruction that you need to instruct about that identifying narrative perspective, for example, first perspective, the second person perspective, and the third person perspective. The third instruction that we have is highlights verb and adjective that show emotion or bias. The fourth instruction that we have is discuss how meaning shifts when the narrator changes. It means that you will focus on the meaning shifts and that how the narrator change. After the instruct and model, we have the model presentation. In model presentation, the teacher rewrite a short story paragraphs from the story from a different character perspective and read both aloud to compare tone and grammar changes. For example, we have the verb conjugation, the pronouns, and many more. After the model presentation, we have the guided practice. In guided practice, we will mainly focus on that in group, student rewrite a selected scene from another character's points of view. Share rewritten scene with the class. The third point, the third practice is that we will be focused on that identify grammar shift and tone changes with guidance. After the guided practice, we have the independent practice. And independent practice, student individually write a paragraph describing the events of the story from bystander points of view. The second independent practice is that emphasize grammar accuracy, narrative tone, and structure. The third and last practice and independent practice is that we will be mainly focused on that peer edit each other writing for consistency and clarity. So after independent practice, we have the assessment, and assessment, the formative assessment. And the formative assessment, the first one is that review, rewrite in paragraph or grammar, clarity and consistency and perspective. The second one is the oral questioning. For example, we have a sentence that who is the narrator and how do we know about him. We have these both questions. The third one, the third formative assessment that we have is that check for understanding of a grammatical shift. For example, tense, pronoun, noun, verb, adjective. So we will be also focus on the grammatical shifts. After the assessment purpose is that to evaluate both reading comprehension and writing ability and the context of the narrative or grammar. So this was all about the today class. I think you might be understand, and if you have any question regarding this, you can freely ask. Don't hesitate about the question. I will love I love to answer the question. So you are free to ask any question. No question. So thank you so much everyone, and see you in the next video.